guys, we're glad you're here. It's Stephen and Misty. We just want to talk to you a minute. So we started a new series, and we started Tuesday at Driven, and this is about an origin story and what's it like to have heroes. And so we talked Tuesday night about being made in the image of God, and what does that mean, and we broke that down a little bit.
Like
and then
that
today,
we have inherent worth in that.
Yeah.
And so today we're talking about heroes care for the people in front of them.
Yeah.
It really reminded me of, I have a buddy who I used to be in a band with, and he played guitar for us. He was a sick guitarist, but he actually went on to be a brain surgeon, and so it kind of it made us feel a lot less accomplished. But anyway, so he was working. He had this patient, and they needed a kidney transplant or a liver a transplant.
Right.
And he ended up matching, and he had no idea who this person was, but he just gave them his kidney.
That's incredible.
His entire life is about caring for people in front of him,
Yeah.
and he's such a testament to what a Christian man should be.
Yeah.
And I always look at that, and it just blows me away of how awesome that is.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of heroes right now. People just stepping up to the plate, our first responders. And one of our leaders here, Keith, was telling me a story today. His dad is not doing well, and they go visit him at the nursing home 3 times a day. Like with the family, they alternate. And nurse on her own time texted him and just said, hey, it was 10:15 at night. She goes, I just want you to know, it is so cool how you're coming and loving your dad. And she goes, most of the time people here have no family left, and we are their family. And so just for her to take time to thank them that they're coming to love on people that she works for. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool.
What's that scripture that talks about how Jesus will know?
John,
I think you have it.
So John 13:34 reminds us, it says, a new command I give you, love one another, and as I have loved you, so you must love one another. And the purpose is so everyone know you're my disciples by your love. Because anybody can hate, anybody can get mad, but that unconditional love and going that extra mile, huge.
Yeah, and even a step further, it's easy to love those that love you. Right. But that inconvenient love of visiting or that stranger that you have no idea, I think that's such a testament of what a Christian character is. Yeah. And then another thing that Jesus had was humility. And as that leader, as that God that crushed down, it's like in Philippians 2, verses 1 through 8, it says, therefore, if you have any encouragement for being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any common spirit in sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, rather in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests, but to each of the interests of the other.
Right. And so when you talk about Jesus being our perfect hero, here he exemplifies humility in a way that we can't even comprehend. I mean, here's massive God that with a word, speaks existence, the whole world, the details, even for a brain surgeon to learn those details. I mean, this is huge what God did. And then Jesus said, squish me up a little bit, baby. I can't take care of myself. I mean, that's humility. He chose to come as
for sure.
Baby,
and then suffer and wash his disciples' feet, and like the lowest of the low, being a servant for this dirt people. When you're the
filthy
Christian,
rags.
I liken it to, and this is an extreme simplification, but taking my son and crushing him into an ant body and letting ants kill him, so that I can love ants. Like that's unbelievable, the humility that goes into that, and so that's our lesson for this week, is talking about the humility of Christ and how we're supposed to love those around us in a humble way.
Right. And so our challenge would be for us to ask you guys, what's one way that you can love others and not make it be about yourself? Because that's hard for us. Sometimes we like to brag on what we've done, but how can we live the life of humility? What does that look like? And I can't do it without spending time with Christ, because I get too worldly minded. I get too, upset or excited, but just to walk in humility with your God. That's what he calls us to do.
Yeah. And especially in this time when we can be so steadfast in our own beliefs or what we think, and you have the nation in turmoil, to be able to listen to someone else's opposing viewpoint and receive it in humility and understand their genuineness, and try and empathize with that and be there for them and love them, and so that we can be recognized by Christ's love through us.
Absolutely.
That's a tough one, but I want to encourage you guys. Let's get it done, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we have this week. We will see you guys on Tuesday at Zoom 7:00.
7:00. Oh, and we'll let them know when we can play volleyball, and also if you're interested in doing paddleboard or kayaking at Pelham Lake, $5.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you about when and where, and if you can go.
We're gonna try and do that. Yeah. With family, right?
Me
Maybe
too.
today.
We're gonna try it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All
right. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.